Welcome to today's session. In this session, I'm going to give you a background on Scrum in 10 minutes. So let's get started. So, what is Scrum? Scrum is basically a framework in which you can employ various processes and techniques to address complex problems while you create the products of highest value. So using Scrum, you can continuously improve the product, your team, and the working environment of the team. So usually when we talk about Scrum, I usually follow the 3-5-3 model, which says that Scrum has 3 roles, 5 events, and 3 artifacts. So when we talk about 3 roles, these 3 most important roles are the product owner, the Scrum master, and the development team. So product owner, he is the sole person who is responsible for managing the product backlog. He is the one who coordinates with the business or customer. He is the voice of business and customer and serves as an interface between the business and the development team. He is responsible for prioritizing the backlog item with the stakeholders and thereby providing vision to the team. Okay, so next is the Scrum Master. So Scrum Master act as a servant leader. It helps those who are outside the Scrum team understands which of their interaction with the Scrum team are helpful and which are not. Coaches the team on the Scrum values, facilitates the event, help to resolve the impediments, and coaches the team to be self-organized and cross-functional. So he is the one responsible for introducing stable process and continuously improving those processes by doing the Scrum events and with the support of the entire team. Then when it comes to the development team, so Scrum Master helps the team to be self-organizing and cross-functional. And when it comes to the development team, they have to be self-organizing, which means that no one, not even the Scrum Master, tells the development team that how to turn the product backlog item into the increments of potentially releasable functionality. And when it comes to the cross functionality, it means that all the skills which are necessary to create the product increment must exist within the team. Okay, so these are about the 3 different roles. So as you can see here, product owner, Scrum Master, and the team. Product owner is the voice of customer, provides vision to the team, and is an interface between the customer as well as between the customer and the Scrum team. Scrum Master introduces stable process and provide continuous improvement with the help of the Scrum team. And teams, they have the competency to develop potentially shippable increments. They have the cross-functional skills. They have the knowledge within the team to create a product increment, and they work based upon the value that the increment is going to add. Now when we talk about the next part of it, which is like 5 events. So we have 5 events which are sprint planning, backlog refinement, sprint review, retrospective, and the daily Scrum. So when it comes to sprint planning is basically an event that is used to plan the work that you are going to finish it in a sprint. It is a time box to a maximum of 8 hours for a 1 month of sprint. So lesser time will be taken for the sprint planning if your sprint size is small. And during the sprint planning, the team collaboratively comes up with a plan on what can be achieved in a sprint, mainly focus upon what we need to do and how we need to do. Then in the daily Scrum, we usually answers 3 questions: that what I have done yesterday, what I am going to do today, and if I have any impediments that needs to be resolved. It is a time box to a maximum of 15 minutes. Then we have sprint review. So the sprint review is usually held at the end of the sprint along with the product owner, customers, stakeholders, and the development team. Whatever potentially releasable functionality that the team has developed, they will demo it to the stakeholders. It is an informal meeting, and the presentation of the increment is mostly to elicit feedback and foster collaboration between the stakeholders and the team. And it is usually time boxed meeting to a maximum of 4-hour meeting for 1 month sprint. Okay. Then coming back to the retrospective meeting. So the retrospective meeting is one of the forums where you can actually retrospect, you can actually inspect that what went wrong during this last sprint, what we as a team did well in the last sprint, and adapt the processes, the behaviors accordingly. So if you see here, it's written Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. So retrospective is one such event where we discuss about the people, processes, behaviors, etc., and we can develop take the feedback and develop methodologies to continuously improve. Next is the backlog refinement. So backlog refinement is one of the meetings in which we are actually adding the details to the user stories in terms of the acceptance criteria, considerations, prerequisites, any specific scenario that we need to test, estimations, etc. during the refinement session. So in sprint N, we are having a backlog refinement for sprint N+1 to keep the items ready for the next sprint. So these are about the 5 events. And when it comes to the artifacts, so we have 3 artifacts. One is the product backlog, second is the sprint backlog, and third is the increment. So what is a product backlog? Product backlog is a prioritized list of the backlog items, and this list is basically provided by the product owner to the entire team. This list mainly focuses on what is the vision of the product that we are going to develop. Sprint backlog is usually a subset of the product backlog item, and during the sprint planning, from the prioritized list of the product backlog item, we are usually deriving the sprint backlog. It is a plan basically, or it is a set of requirements that we are going to deliver in that sprint. And sprint backlog is mainly derived by the collaboration or discussion of the product owner and the development team together during the sprint planning meeting. And the next is increment. So increment is sum of all the product backlog items that are completed during the sprint and the value of the increments from the previous sprint. So when we say that increment should be done, which means that it should be in a usable condition and meets your definition of done, that is attached to the product backlog item. Okay, so this is the 353 rule. Apart from this, as part of Scrum, what we have kind of not spoken about and which is listed here is the sprint goal. So what is a sprint goal? Sprint goal is a high level objective that describes the key outcome for each sprint that a Scrum team undertakes. So it is collaboratively created by the Scrum team during the sprint planning meeting and keeps the Scrum team focused on what they want to achieve during that sprint. So that's about Scrum. If you have any questions, please drop in your questions in the comments section, and if you like my video, please do share this video with everyone. Thank you so much for listening to me.